How do you reduce your carbon footprint with a heat pump? So when we're talking about carbon footprint and heat pumps, there's actually two aspects to that. There's the embodied carbon, which is held within the heat pump when it's built and when it's installed. That's a very big topic and we're not going to cover that here, other than to say, look after your heat pump once you've got it to make sure that in 5, 10 or 15 years, you're not having to replace it. And then there'll be another lot of embodied carbon coming into play with a new heat pump. The other aspect is the operational carbon, and this is all to do with the electricity demand that the heat pump needs. The first thing to do there is to reduce your electricity consumption, and we do that by increasing system efficiency. The second thing to do is to look at buying responsibly and buying renewable electricity. So that might be through your standard electricity supplier, but many of them now do fully renewable electricity contracts. And then the last thing to do is to look at generating your own electricity, which might be on-site solar PV, it might be a private wire to somebody local with their own solar farm or their own wind turbine, and then storing that as well. So you're reducing your electricity consumption off the grid, and you're also making sure that you're buying and using renewable electricity, which itself has a very low carbon footprint. Reducing your carbon footprint is not just about having a heat pump installed. There are many things that can be done every day to reduce your carbon footprint further, very simple things that a lot of us sometimes forget or don't think about. For example, closing doors and windows when we're not in rooms, turning computers off, reducing thermostat maybe just by 1 degree, little things like that, which can help to reduce your heat demand, reduce the heat pump generation, increase system efficiency and reduce your electricity demand, which, if generated by fossil fuels, increases the carbon footprint. To recap, having a heat pump installed can go a long way to reducing your carbon footprint. We discussed other ways to reduce this even further by increasing your system efficiency, which reduces your electricity consumption. We looked at generating your own power using solar or even wind power, and also buying wisely by utilising renewable electricity contracts.